All right, what's up, everyone? Daddy Warbucks here, and today we are continuing our playthrough of the Call of Cthulhu. Tarantagash is the keeper for this series, so we're gonna let him set it up for us. Go ahead, Taryn.
All right, thank you very much. Welcome everybody to our third session of Call of Cthulhu. Just a quick summary for the party. They made it to London, where they were going to meet with Professor Smith to go over the weird language found inside the sarcophagus from the previous adventure. And in trying to meet with Professor Smith, his house burnt down, but they were able to touch base with him while he was holed up in a hotel. At which point he told them about the Sedefkar Simulacrum, a statue of enormous power, and the need for it to be destroyed. He advised them that pieces of it were scattered across Europe, and he dispatched them to go find all the pieces in order to take them back to Constantinople and have them destroyed. In the process of doing some research in London, they came across a train set, and Brandon set up the train set and let it start running. All of a sudden, the tracks on the trains started to glow, and it seemed like a train got summoned into the room, in their hotel room, 10 stories above the ground. At which point, the passengers disembarked and surrounded Brandon. And in a puff of smoke, Brandon disappeared in front of the very eyes of the party surrounding him. That's where we're going to start off. So, those of you who just saw Brandon disappear, you hear the train conductor from that mysterious train that's in your room yell out, "All aboard Liverpool, heading out!" At which point, everyone give me a listen check who's still out there.
Okay.
Everyone but Brandon.
Listen.
Listen.
Ha! Oh,
That's sad.
Okay, got it. Okay, you can use luck if you'd like to as well, Carl. It's up to you.
I got little luck points since I used like 20 of them last game. I'm good.
Okay. So over the noise of the call for the boarding of the train and the you can hear the engine starting to rev up. Looks like Fred and David both see and kind of hear pounding coming from the second car, and as they look over, they see a man dressed in current, a very conservative current business suit, hair just all over the place, banging on the windows. Help me! You've got to let me out of here. You've got to do something to help me. You can make that out over the train, and you guys hear the train, the first looks like the train's starting to head out.
By comparison, when you say current, what period do these people appear to be dressed in? Like how many years ago?
The people that appeared and then disappeared, those were dressed in 1890s garb. The man that's banging on the window is from, present day, like suit. Nice. Okay. Train starting to leave.
Crap, we can't just
You can
let
see
it go.
You can see the carousel starting to move. There is a gap between the first and second cars you can get on if you want. Very much.
Frank hops on.
Hops on.
Mr. Moore will also jump on.
Okay.
Boomer, wouldn't even hesitate. I want to jump on the spooky ghost train.
Good.
Carl's gonna sigh and is gonna say, "Oh, I can't be the only one left behind," and I'm gonna jump in.
Okay. So you guys hop on as the train starts to move. All right. Switch over to Brandon. All right, Brandon. We remember last time you have now a phobia of train travel.
No, not Citrium nomophobia.
Yes, you've got that. So you have a flash of cloud of smoke obscures your vision, and then your vision clears, and you look down and you notice that you're garb is now that of a person from the 1890s. You also can feel that the weight of your weapons that you normally hold on you are not there. But that's the least of your concerns because you hear the all aboard call as well, but it's muffled as if you're inside the train car. And you can feel the jerking motion as you hear that first. You are inside the train. You are inside the first car there. You're at the very front, and if you look out, you can see the coal car just on the other side of the window there. And surrounding you are basically the layout is there's a big open room at the front of the car, and then there's a small hallway leading back towards where the second car would be, and looks to be compartments on either side. Travel compartments on either side.
Looking way back towards the platform. I gotta get off of this train, bro.
Real quick, the people they look at you, and they look like normal people for just a moment, and then you see their skin start to ashen. And their eyes roll up in the back of their heads. So all you see are the whites of their eyes. Their lips crack as they smile at you. What would you like to do, being on the train and scared of train?
I want to kind of like rub my eyes and like look at them and be like, okay, this is an important rundown. You're old. I get that. How do I get off this train?
They just start coming towards you. They're moving towards you. You hear the train is definitely picking up speed.
Start moving away from them, looking for any doors. Other car.
Sure, you're at the front of the car. There is a door handle there, but give me a quick perception check.
Is perception a thing?
Give me a spot hidden. Give me a spot hidden. Let's do that one. That's probably the better one to go with. No, that doesn't work. You see a door handle. It's on the front.
I'll try to open the door.
You give me go ahead and give me a strength roll if you want. Ooh, critical failure. So you try and pull the handle and nothing happens. You're just scrambling. By the way, I meant to have you roll as a penalty. You're in such a panic state at this point because you're on a moving train. You must get off.
I gotta get off this train, man.
So every roll you have from this point forward will have a penalty on it. Okay, you're now picking up speed. Guys, you're at the back of the first car, and you can look up through the window and see your compatriot at the far end of the first cabin.
The person we saw asking for help was in the second cabin, correct?
Yes.
Based on where we saw him, how close is he to, or can we cross cabins?
Yes, if you look, you can find there's a curtain, and behind the curtain there's a door.
Okay, I'm gonna, I guess, start walking towards Brandon, but for reference, how far into the second car is Mr. Help Me at?
It'd be hard to tell.
I meant where we saw him.
He's probably about midway through.
I'm gonna start towards our friend, our actual confirmed friend.
Okay, so you open the door to that area. In front of you is, you'll see about 6 of these people between you, or there's this long hallway about half the car, and then there's 6 people in between you and Brandon. Brandon, one of these people reaches out for you. They're gonna try and reach you. They fail to reach out for you though.
Yeah, I'm gonna be freaking out, and since I don't really have anywhere to run, I'm just gonna try to like punch him back. How do I do that?
Just give me a contested brawl.
I roll what? Brawl?
Brawl, yeah. You fight back and miss. You're really panicking now. Give me another spot hidden check with a penalty. Okay, you still succeed. You notice in the back, you see Mr. Moore at the door in the back, and it looks like the door to the back is open.
Mr. Moore, I gotta get over to him, and I'll try to like run around these.
Okay, give me a dexterity roll with a penalty. You succeed in making it about halfway through the current compartment. As you do, two people try and reach out for you. The rest of the party in the back, you can see these these people reaching out for your friend. Is there anything you'd like to do to try and prevent that from happening? They are a great distance away. At least, a car, basically a train's length at this point, or a train car's length.
We can see them clearly, however, right? There is.
Yeah, there's a long corridor, and then it opens up, and you can see the two people reaching out for him.
Is
Okay.
Frank close enough to punch at him?
No, you're at least 45 feet away.
Oh, right, yeah. I guess at this point Frank would try to get closer to Brandon.
Okay. So you run in there. We'll say you make it about you make it up to where the.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. Go ahead. You.
Carl's seen the situation. He understands these people might just be normal people going insane, but he cares about his companion at the moment. He pulls out his handgun and is gonna aim for the leg of one of those two guys going after
Sure.
Brandon.
All right, take a shot.
Okay. So a handgun check, right?
Yes.
Okay.
You miss. You the jerking of the train is getting you all discombobulated, and when you try and shoot, you hit somewhere north of there. It's at that point that the compartments next to the front entrance there open up, and two people walk out and are now facing you, and they're now in between you and Mr. Moore, who is in the compartment. Boomer, are you doing anything of what are you doing out there?
Boomer is still kind of just confused and disoriented.
Sure.
So he's looking around at all the chaos and trying to get his bearings. Looking around, he's just gonna reach for his antacids for comfort, and he's gonna wait and see how things develop a bit more.
Okay. The train is moving pretty quickly at this point. It's at full speed. It seems like you exit out of a tunnel into a space. Go ahead and give me, just give me a intelligence roll, Boomer.
Oh, okay. That's yep.
Yeah, it looks, it looks like a regular train you're on. It's pretty interesting. You can't quite your vision's fuzzy. It seems like when you're looking out away from the train, your vision's a little fuzzy, and you can't. I mean, I guess the smoke from the train is getting in your eyes. You can't really make anything out beyond maybe a few feet from where where the cars end and the space begins.
Okay.
Okay, so Carl's in. Fred, what are you doing?
I was just gonna try to help Brandon out of his predicament, just like try to punch those guys around and that are trying to grab at him.
There are two in front of you now as Carl pulled out his gun and shot.
Oh, well, I'm gonna. You know what? Let's get out my old 38 and give it a little handgun.
Sure.
Blah blah.
You have a bonus die because it's a hard success. That's good. So it does 8 damage to. He's still there. He's definitely not in good shape. The two that are now in front of you and Carl are going to try and reach for you both. So this is for Carl. You can try and dodge it if you'd like.
I shall try and dodge it. That's a dexterity?
There's a dodge roll. There's an actual dodge
okay.
roll.
Yes, sorry, my bad. Here it is. Nope.
Okay. That one has grappled onto you. So you're currently grappled.
Question. When he grapples me, does he seem human or does he just seem okay?
No, they are very think of the Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom when they age, except not to the skeletal state. But, their hair is grayed out completely. They're very emaciated looking.
Gotcha.
So, yeah. And then Fred, the one next to you is gonna try and grapple you, and fail.
You're like spectral at all to us, or
no?
Just
they are
withered
people. They are actual people. Okay, so that seems to be the full action of the round. We're gonna go back up to the top with Brandon. Brandon, you see your friend, Mr. Is it Moore?
Mr. Moore.
Mr. Moore's in the hall. He's coming up towards you. He's about a third of a card away from you. Give me another dexterity roll at disadvantage, or with a penalty die. Okay, you fail. You fail. So you fall to the ground and are basically unable to move. You're so panicked and wanting to get out of here. You trip and you fall and you hit the ground. And the two guys next to you are going to reach for you at this point. You can try and dodge if one of them hits. Neither of them hits you though, so you're in good shape. But yeah, that's it for you now. There's nothing really you can do. Unfortunately, you are in such a panic state because you're on a train.
Oh no, man! I gotta get off this train.
Mr. Moore, what would you like to do?
Mr. Moore is going to walk toward Brandon and see about helping him up and getting him on his way.
Okay, so you go up to him and you're able to. Do you fight him at all, Brandon?
If he's gonna help me up, that seems like it's going away from the train, so I'm all for it.
Okay, cool. When you get there, Mr. Moore, two zombies that are near, or not zombies, two passengers that are near you are going to reach for you as well.
Yep.
And you can try and dodge the one that succeeded.
I do not.
You're grappled as well, Mr. Moore. Okay. That's your turn. Carl, you see a zombie is grappling you right now.
Yeah.
It looks like they're trying to bring you closer to an embrace. Is that like a hug? They've got their hands behind your head as if they're coming in for a loving embrace.
I see. Well, seeing that he's going all arms around me, and I have my gun in my hand, I am gonna try to put my gun right on his chin and pull the trigger.
Sure.
'Cause- yeah, no. All the fear I had for these being people is gone.
Sure. So you have a bonus die on the first attack, so you can roll the bonus penalty modifier at the bottom.
Yes. Bonus penalty.
Okay, so you got a 10. That's an extreme success.
Perfect.
And you can shoot again if you'd like. It's just it's a regular shot.
Okay. So just roll damage then. That would be the case, or
the damage is already rolled.
It says
oh,
0.
it rolled a 0
Oh
equals
wait, no,
0.
it rolled 0. Yeah, I'm sorry. What's the damage on the gun? What's the gun you
Is it
have?
D10?
D10. It's
party
extreme. The extreme success means it's a full damage, so it takes 10.
Okay, perfect.
So then roll once more if you want to shoot again.
Yes, I shall.
That's somehow you miss. Like you blew a hole straight through his chin, all the way up his head, and when you shot again, it took that same path and went right through the head.
Okay. And yeah, that's what I can do to try to stop this thing for now. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Let's see here. We've got Carl, Boomer. So Fred and Boomer, you guys are still acting at this point. Boomer, what would you like to do?
Well, with the blast of the handgun will snap me out of it. And at this point, seeing that these zombie-like creatures, because they're not zombies, we already made that distinction. Seeing as they are attacking the rest of the party I arrived with, I'm going to reach into my pocket and pull out the revolver I had concealed. Remember the Second Amendment! And then I'm going to fire at one of the things.
Which one? There's one grappling your buddy Carl nearby. There's another one standing in front of Fred.
That one. I don't think I would be so apt to help the G-Man real quick. But Fred, I kind of like Fred.
Sure. Okay.
Aw, thanks, man.
So
Take a shot.
Kapow! Oh. Well,
You fail. You fail. Okay. And then Fred, you're there as well. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna smack the guy in front of me. Well, I guess shoot him would probably be better.
Okay. That's success. 3 damage from your revolver. Cool. So
Did he die?
You shot him once already, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for like 8 damage, I think.
Yeah, that one goes down.
Sweet. And
The
you
one
said
in
there's
front of
one more in front of me, right?
It's right next. It's hugging Carl.
Oh. Do I have enough, I guess, or action to like try to grapple him off? Like,
No.
okay. Next turn, Carl.
You can try
I
and
got
shoot.
you.
You can try and shoot again if you want.
Oh, okay. Oof.
Yes. Okay, the one on Carl is going to try and kiss you, Carl, because it really wants to reach out and touch you. So we'll see if this happens. It pulls you close. It wants to embrace you.
Uh-oh.
Do you want to try and dodge that? Carl?
Doesn't seem like it.
Yeah, sorry. Sorry, I was speaking, I was muted. Yeah, yes, that tracks.
That tracks. Do you have 29 luck points?
I have exactly 29 luck.
I mean, this is your first time through, but this thing looks pretty bad. Like evil. And
I would take the DM idea and I'll use the rest of all my luck points to not die.
okay.
So,
Normally
0.
you succeed, but I'm gonna go ahead and give you a pass on this one because you blew off its mouth. So it tries to kiss you and it barely misses your mouth. You can imagine how bad it might be pain one to be kissed by something like this. You get a brief sensation like your life is leaving your body as it barely touches the side of your mouth, but the side of it touches your cheek as opposed to your mouth, almost as if your body, your soul would be being drained out of your head. But you avoid that, barely.
Barely.
Okay, back up to Brandon. You're back on your feet. Mr. Moore is there with you, but you want to leave. So I'm assuming you just want to run away.
I want to try to get away. How far away from the train can I get it? I'm surrounded by train. This is my worst nightmare.
Yes, so you want to run to the back where your friends are.
Yeah,
Oh, sorry.
I run to the back. Okay,
sorry, real fast. The three of you that are in the back of the trains, that would be Carl, Fred, and Boomer. Give me intelligence rolls.
Me too.
Just the three at the back.
I am
so
super
Carl,
smart.
Fred, and Boomer. So Carl, I'm waiting on you.
Yeah, I rolled, but it's not rolling.
No worries. There we go. Okay, you for Carl and Fred, you have your senses to look around you.
How you doing?
And
Okay,
you look out away from the train, expecting to see, grass and passing, houses and whatnot. Instead of seeing that, you see like a blue-gray hue everywhere, and you see like space, like if you were in outer space, but not outer space because it's black up there, and this is blue, and just you see little sparkles of stars every which way, but up. You have a feeling that if one were to leave the train, bad things would probably happen to them. All right, back to you, Brandon. You're gonna try and
So on that note about leaving the train, I want to try to leave the train.
right. I understand. So go ahead and give me another dexterity roll at disadvantage or with a penalty die. Okay. You still succeed, so you're able to make it back to your friends in the back. You can see a way off the train. Give me an intelligence roll with penalty, because you are manic. You realize when you get to that point that if you jumped off the train, you would be away from the train, but you may not be very healthy if you do that.
In that case, I've already done an option, so I'll have to wait till that to produce something else, I assume, right?
Yes. Yes. You are currently looking at the space that I just described, and you realize that there's no land outside the train,
Well,
but you're
this
still
is really scary, but I don't want to die.
Space
Maybe I can
train.
find my daddy's shop.
okay. Mr. Moore, you have your friend has bolted past you back to the door. where you started from.
Yeah, thanks. I'll remember next time that he's dying, leave him there.
Sure.
I just want to push this thing off of me to see if I can just shove him away.
Okay. It'll be a contested roll. Because he doesn't want to let go of you.
Yeah. Figures. No.
No, he's still grappled onto you, unfortunately.
How held am I?
You wouldn't be able to walk. You wouldn't be able to make it back to the rest of the party. You're pretty much locked in place.
Can I drag him with me and start walking that direction?
You can. He won't let go of you. Sure.
Fine. I would like to do that. I would also like to start making my way back, even if he's attached to me at this point.
You can make it to where you're about like 10 feet away from the rest of your party.
That's enough.
At which point, the one that's grappling you is also going to try and kiss you.
Yeah, it's definitely going to do that.
And it fails. It fails. But there is another one next to you. This is obviously a giant car filled with them, so it's going to try and reach out and grab you. So another one's grappled onto you too.
Oh god.
So you have two of these zombies held onto you pretty tight.
Sure.
Okay. So I've got through all that.
Quarters I'm in are too tight to try and get around him.
Yeah. At this point, you're in the hallway and you're basically just locked in place. At which point, behind the three of you that are four of you now that are still at that junction between the first and second cars, a curtain kind of pulls away from the second car, and a man who looks alive, very bony, very wired hair, straight up, big bushy beard. Come in here quick! Come in here quick! They won't be able to follow you. Come in here! Release them and come in here quickly! And then he leaves the door open and retreats further into the second car. Boomer, all of you can see when he pulls back the curtain and reveals the door to the second carriage. There are runes around the outside of the door. They look similar to the runes you would have seen at that farmhouse way back when you were there. And we're going to go to Boomer and Carl and Fred. You guys have your actions. You see your buddy Mr. Moore being mobbed by these monsters.
I still got one on me, so I'll try and shoot it down.
Okay.
Is there a lot of distance between us and Mr. Moore?
He's about 10 feet away.
Okay.
He's about 10 feet away at this point.
Well, I'm going to walk forward, and we're going to try and shoot at point blank range, because I don't want them to take Mr. Moore.
Yeah. Okay, that's a bonus die on the attack.
Cool.
You're going to need it.
Hey! 14.
Nice. Yeah, hard success. That's 6 damage to the creature that you hit. It does some damage, but it's not enough to kill it.
Oh. Sad.
You want to shoot again?
Can I? Wait, I can do that?
You have a revolver. It won't be a bonus die. It'll just be a regular die.
Damn it. Every time I shoot, it's like 9.
You shoot, and then the train apparently jerks, banks real fast, and the shot goes wild. Carl, you wanted to shoot the one that's on you?
Yes.
Okay.
I lose my bonus die because
yeah, you get a bonus die with that. Okay, that's
a hard. No, this is a regular.
It's a regular success. The one that's on you, roll a d10.
Yeah, because damage is bugged for some reason.
Yeah. It's 5. It's enough to kill the one that's on you. So it kind of just slumps over.
As I shoot it down, like the gods, and I'm gonna start running toward Mr. Moore, and I'm gonna try to shoot the same one Boomer shot.
Okay.
Just gonna run over to it, and I'm gonna try to blow his arm off so it lets go of Mr. Moore.
It's very tight with you and Boomer there. You can fit next to each other, but it's a very tight fit at that point. But go ahead and take your shot. You miss.
Wow. We are rolling horribly today.
That's not a good sign. So
Am I
Carl,
able to move a little bit or no?
Sorry, what?
Am I able to move back a little bit to give some space for?
Sure, go ahead. That's
Yeah,
fine.
I'm back a little
And
bit.
then finally we have, so Boomer and Carl have both done their thing. Fred, what would you like to do?
Oh, Fred will. He's not really that old, but yeah, Fred will pull out his even shinier gun.
Okay,
It's a 45 revolver,
sure.
and then
Ooh.
he's gonna shoot at one of the ones that are, grappling onto his dear friend, Mr. Moore.
That's a hit.
Woohoo! Sweet. Do I get to make two attacks or just one?
You can shoot again, yeah.
Okay.
The one you shot at goes down. The other
Wow,
one that
wow.
Carl already hit is still on him.
Okay. All right.
Um,
Yeah, that ends it. Got rid of
Okay.
one of them.
Okay. All right, back to the top. Brandon, you are sitting there at the end of in between the first and second cars. You can see this gray, blue passing by, stars in the sky. It's not very nondescript sort of sky that's in front of you. You are in a panic state still. You're going to be in panic state for the rest of this train ride, I'm guessing. You can
So
figure
all my
out.
stuff appeared and I'm wearing like old timey clothes.
Yes.
All right. So given that all my stuff doesn't appear to be on the train from what I can see, correct?
Yes. You're not all of the.
I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
all
run towards the door,
Okay.
then try to get off.
You're gonna run towards the door to the second carriage.
No, the door off the train that the guy went through.
No, that's the second carriage. That's where that
Yes,
is.
that one.
Okay, so you're gonna run back into the second carriage. Okay.
I can't find. I don't see any shotguns or rifles laying around. So
Yeah, no. They're all your friends have their weapons drawn and shooting at this point. Give me a sanity roll.
Oh.
Kennedy, my favorite.
Okay. You get to the door and you cannot force yourself to go in it. You get to the door the crazy guy went in, and you can't force yourself to go in. You do not want to be on a train. You're on a train right now and you've got to get off of it. But you know you can't jump off of it, but you certainly don't want to go further into the train. So you're just stuck there.
Brain, you have to go into the train to get out of the train.
Exactly. All right, Mr. Moore, you are grappled by one guy now, and your friends are blocking the path in front. Well, no, Boomer's still up there. Carl, you retreated back, right?
Yeah, I moved back to give space
So
to.
Boomer is kind of blocking the way ahead, Mr. Moore, and you still have this one on you, so you're probably not going to be able to drag it past
With
Boomer.
my corpulent frame.
I'm gonna try and once again push this thing off of me or break its kind of hold.
Okay.
I'm not, and I'll go ahead and burn 5 luck. Why not?
Okay. You succeed in breaking its grasp. What do you do?
How much? I'm gonna try and move forward the door, like see if I can slide past Boomer.
Yeah, you can get past him. It's just it's a very narrow hallway.
Yeah, that'll work. I'm gonna go to the door, and I see that is Brandon like hesitating to go through it.
No, he's right in front of it, blocking it.
I guess I don't like to do this, but if he's blocking the door, I'm gonna have to go through it and I guess push him through it and follow behind him. I don't like that, but
All right, so give a brawl, and Brandon, you're gonna do a brawl.
I don't even know that it's brawl. I'm going
We can't
through it.
go further into the train.
He's in the back.
Okay, so yeah, it's gonna be a brawl check from you as well, Mr. Crumb, or Mr. Moore. Yeah, I know you're gonna have to go through, but you have to go through them in order to get through them. You have to push them. That's gonna be a brawl movement. You both fail. You run into him. You kind of buffets the way. He kind of falls over to the side, but he won't go in. So
I'm going through. That's fine if he doesn't go through. I'm just trying to go through.
Okay. He falls over upon the impact. You fall over to the right. He falls over to the left. on this small landing. This isn't much space. Keep in mind, it's just the width of a train car, so about 7 feet.
Damn way, you moron!
So you're on the ground on one side, he's on the ground on the other, and you can figure out what to do on your next turns. All right, we're up to Boomer, Fred, and Carl. Boomer, you're in the car. Two more side doors of compartments open up, and it looks like some of these passengers want to come and touch you. So they're right next to you and going to try and reach out and touch you. So,
No.
uh-oh. Boomer, you've been grappled.
Get your hands off me.
Yeah, it's going to be extreme. Well, you can try and dodge it. Try and dodge it if you'd like.
Oh,
Boomer.
yeah, because, that's
but
definitely...
you'll need an extreme success to succeed in the dodge.
Yeah, dodge is... I put all my points in the dodge, because...
I know you did.
It's, yep.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
No.
All right, Boomer, you are grappled. You still have your weapon, so you can try and shoot this one if you'd like.
Yeah. I mean, it's grabbed me, right? So we're very close. I'm going to try and put the nose of the revolver right under their chin, and
just like Carl. Got it.
Yep. Hopefully.
Copying the G-Man.
Hopefully. No, Jesus. How do I?
You get a bonus die for the first shot.
Oh yeah.
Point blank.
Nope, that didn't do any better.
Oh God, dude.
You can shoot again. There's just no bonus die on this one.
Right. What's up?
Huzzah!
You blow its head clean off. Instead of angling it straight up like the G-Man did, you angled it somewhat slightly towards the brain, and the head explodes outwards, and a rain of blood and gore shoots out behind as the body falls to the ground.
So then I'm gonna do like a little Tiger Woods fist pump, but like with the revolver hand. And I'm gonna go, that's why you respect number 2. And then I'm gonna turn around and I'm gonna try to run to the rest of the group.
Okay, you can make it back, no problem. It looks like the people in the compartment 1 are still moving back towards you guys. Do you want to go inside compartment 2?
Yes. Running, mad dashing towards compartment 2 of the room.
So Carl gets in there. Boomer, I'm assuming you continue your path in there.
Yes.
Okay, Fred, do you go in there?
Yeah. I'm gonna start running in there, and I'm gonna, just for giggles, I'm going to shoot at one of the zombies as I pass by him.
Pass by who?
Or one of the zombies.
I thought you were at the front. You're at the edge of the cart. You weren't inside the cart.
Zombies. They are not zombies.
Oh, well, zombie things.
They're
I
zombie
thought it
adjacent. They're.
Sorry.
Yeah, just, if you want to shoot back, take your shot.
Yeah. Oh my
Okay.
goodness.
Another one
19
feels over dead. This one hits right in the middle of the eyes, and just you can see the hole there, and then you see the explosion out the back of the head. As
Okay.
glowing matter spreads over the other passengers that are walking your way. The body just kind of falls to the ground.
Nice. Fred will do that thing where he spins the gun around on his fingers or whatever, and then he like holsters it and then just trots into the second cart, or closer at least.
Okay. All right, Brandon, you are adamant that you don't want to go in this cart.
All right, I must convince the insane Brandon. All right, come on, bad Brandon, we gotta go. We gotta get off the train, but we can't leave that way. So I'm gonna try to force myself in.
All right, give me another sanity roll.
I'll use 4 luck.
You cannot use luck on sanity rolls.
That's right. That's right. I didn't want to go in anyway.
All right. So you're sitting out there. You're still cowering outside this doorway. Mr. Moore, what would you like to do?
Stand up and grab Brandon and try and drag him through.
Okay.
If he chooses to resist in any way, I'll leave him.
Yeah, he's not gonna want to go in real willingly.
Okay. I'll attempt a light grab to help him.
Okay.
It's
No. We're working with the train. You're trying to bring me in there further.
dodging or what's he doing?
Yeah, where you're going to be dodging, I assume, Mr. Brandon. You're going to be doing a brawl on.
In I go. Leave him out there. He's been enough of a problem for me after leaving me behind, so I'll leave him behind.
All right, Brandon,
Aw.
you're safely outside that doorway. Everyone else is inside the doorway. The zombies, the passengers. You guys are having me say it now. Thanks. The passengers exit the cabin 1 and come right up to Brandon, but they will not enter into cabin 2. So he's right in front of this doorway, but he won't enter into. 3 of the passengers that are there will try and grab Brandon. So 1, 2, 3. They all miss.
Nice.
They all miss, but you can see these people with these gnarly skin and their gnarly nails are just raking across Brandon's neck and his clothing and everything. They're really trying to grab him to join their little party.
Can Fred try to like grab him and pull him in?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's what Fred is gonna do. Do I have to do strength or brawl?
It's brawl with a bonus die
Okay.
because he's already dodged once this quote unquote round.
Okay.
And you'll dodge again, Brandon.
Brawl.
No, you're over against me.
How many luck points is that? That's
21. It's 21, yeah.
all right. I'll use them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bonus die, don't you?
Oh wait, I do get a bonus die. Just kidding.
Oh yeah, you succeed. Brandon, did you dodge?
Sweet.
If I cannot, if I can choose to get pulled in, I will.
You can't. You're insane.
All right, then I'm back.
What?
Then I'm fine. I don't want to get pulled in. I'm crazy.
You fail. Fred grabs you and pulls you inside and closes the door. At which point the zombies on the other side of the door at this point are sighing as they look in at you with their white eyes. You can see their nails kind of dragging along the door frame and along the window, looking at you. Brandon just cries.
He's on the floor gibbering to himself.
I want to curl up into the fetal position.
You can.
I know how to help him. Here. And I start pouring antacids on his face.
Oh my
Now,
gosh.
Brandon,
Have a cigarette. Be a man.
You want to leave the train, so you see doors on exits.
I'll look. Yeah, I'll look. If there are no exits, or is an exit.
Yeah, there's a way you came in, and then
No. But I know I can't go back that way. Do I see any other exits?
It's this car is laid out similar to the last one you were just in. Looks like there might be a door in the back.
In a panic, can I run over to the door on the back and be like, we gotta get off this train, guys.
Sure. You guys gonna do anything to stop him?
Yeah. You know what? Can I try to knock him out?
Jesus.
Well, he's a threat to himself at this point.
Train steals my stuff.
I would try to grab him and hold him first.
Train.
Snap out of it.
Grapple him, yeah, and just hold him down.
Okay. So you grab him, try and do a brawl.
Okay.
You grab him. There's gonna be 3 of you, the 2 of you trying to grab him to keep him from running back there. Okay. That's a failure from Fred. Do you want to try and dodge, Brandon?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do I roll dodge or brawl?
It's dodge. It's a failure on Fred's starts. You don't have to do it, but you'll fail the next. Boomer, you're gonna be rolling as well.
I did. I rolled a bum.
Oh, you both failed. Yeah, he slips through your grasp and he's just streamlining it. His youthful exuberance moves past the elderlier folk on the train and sprints towards the back door.
I told you I should have knocked him out.
Yep. He's an idiot.
I want to try to throw open the door and see if this door leads to outside the train.
You open the door and it's to the open expanse that you saw earlier. The gray-blue sky with stars in it.
around if are there any like floating asteroids or anything that is not train in this train hellscape?
Give me a spot hidden check.
Oh no.
Double check.
Fred would run after him though.
Hold on. It always takes me so long to find these things. All right.
I believe there is nothing for you to see with that spot hidden check.
It's brain.
A blue.
all
All right. You're gonna go back there and try and get him.
Yeah, I was just gonna try to be like, come on, man. Just gotta ride it out.
Can I like try to climb on the roof of the train and see if we can get like a better view?
Sure, if you want to try and exit out the door and climb on the train, you're available to try that.
Can I grapple? If I see him, can I grapple him and try to pull him away from that?
You can.
We see the door. He's trying to open a door, right?
No, he opened the door.
He opened the door, even better. I want to try to shut the door.
Okay. You run back there to try and shut the door. Give me a strength roll for both of you, and Brandon at disadvantage, or Brandon with a penalty.
Listen, you guys, you don't understand. We have to get off the train. It's
okay. Fred, you're able to work with David there to close the door. You have your manic friend in between the two of you.
Carl is gonna rush up to Brandon. Is going to simply put his hands on Brandon's shoulders. So like, Brandon, look at me. Look at me. This is not an actual train. It looks like one, but it's not one. Look outside. If this was a train, would we be in the middle of the space of the void?
If this train isn't real, how do I know you're real?
Are
these real? Am I real?
If I'm real, you would be able to punch me. Come on.
I told you he'd gone dumb.
I am real. You are real because you're feeling fear.
Carl, give me a psychoanalysis with a bonus die.
Okay. God damn it.
Oof. Oof.
I cannot roll for all good today.
Doesn't really. It's fallen on deaf ears. That's not a persuasive argument for you, Brandon. I'm sorry.
All right, guys. All right, how about we all look for doors? Surely there's got to be a way out of here. I looked outside. It's all terrain.
What if we don't try to stop the train instead of running out of it outside?
Your plan is to be in the train?
Well, look outside of it, dummy. What's out there?
I don't know. But I heard it was the door train.
So,
okay.
Looking outside the train, like it's obvious that something goofy is going on. Would it be possible to try and determine, like, with my vast knowledge of the occult, what that would be?
No, you don't. There's nothing. It's not similar to anything you've.
Okay.
Actually, no. Give me an occult roll. Yes, I'm sorry. Give me an occult roll.
Oh.
Luck points.
I think I have to. I will use a luck point.
There he goes.
Yeah, you succeeded with that. You know, from the way you exited the hotel room and got to this point, it seems like you went through some sort of portal to a void. The void is not familiar to you in any way, shape, or form, but it's you're certain you're not on Earth or anywhere near Earth at this point in time.
We see where the guy that led us into this other train car is?
Yeah, he's near the front. He's looking at you like very curiously.
ask him frantically, how do we get off this train?
I've been working on that for years. By my measurements, it's what 1911, and then he points up these, and you see these little ticks on the ceiling, little tiny ticks, regularly showing, and there's apparently his passage of time. It's 1911, no later.
What's your name?
I'm Alexis.
What'd you say your name was again, friendo? Did I just mute myself?
We're good today.
Brandon. So that success goes to a failure.
Gods.
Boomer, did you want to run another cult?
Sure. Cult. Ooh-eh.
Boomer.
It's in the chat.
Ah, there we go. Hard success. From your knowledge on the occult, you know of Randolph Alexis. He was an occultist of some notoriety with links to both the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn and to the Hermetic Order of the Silver Twilight. You are familiar with those orders, I believe.
So this guy's like gold to him.
It's Mr. Crowley. I knew it. I knew that rat bastard was here somewhere.
It's Randolph Alexis. You have found him.
So, Alexis, were you the one to write those runes on those symbols next to the wall, or was it someone else?
I had to find some way to protect myself from the crazy people. We did our best to hold out over time, but it's well, yes, obviously those people were passengers at one point. We're all passengers. I just survived. You know, man's got to survive. Man's got to eat. Man's got to eat. Man's got to survive.
What have you been eating?
Whatever a man can find.
My clothes go. Where am I going?
Okay. So, yes, we are on a 9:15 to Liverpool. Welcome aboard.
Oh.
As you can see, I'm trying to find stuff to I'm trying to find my way back. Here, come with me. And he takes you past the large room, and he takes you to the compartments in the back. And there's different, compartments. The first compartment are all pulled out of them, so you see some shredded clothes and some scattered gnawed bones on the floor of the first compartment.
Yeah, are these
familiar? Like maybe a chicken?
Man's got to eat.
Where did he get the chicken?
I'm just gonna crave
2 legs and no
like,
feathers.
I'm still holding the revolver. Never put away a good old Second
Give me a general
Amendment.
science roll. Give me a general science roll if you want to figure out where those body parts are from.
I don't think I need those to know where this is from.
If you really want to know.
I have general science, physics, engineering.
Should just be science, isn't there? Science?
There is no science, at least.
There's a
not
natural
written.
world.
Yeah, do a natural world. That's a better one. That's a much better one.
Wow.
They look like chicken bones to David.
Oh my gosh.
And Carl and Fred.
Oh my
Sorry,
God.
we rolled 3 99s in a
Boomer,
row.
those look like they're from
Totally normal.
probably normal.
Even better is we're all
and a
rolling
chicken
a
ate
10. Like,
A man's got to eat. And then he takes you past that one and past the second compartment. You see the guy who was banging on the window. He's very excited to see you. Oh, thank you very, very much for coming on the train. You'll be able to help me, right? I
hope.
I bought that damnable thing from Mr. Macriat. I thought I'd found a diamond in the rough. You know how it is, right? You go to some shop, so you see something that passes your fancy, and you only want a single pound
Did
note
he say
for it.
Mr.
I thought
Markriat?
Who did you buy it from?
Mr. Macriat, well, his shop had it in the window, and being the train enthusiast, no matter how macabre the subject matter, I figured a train in such good condition, a single pound for it was a glorious deal. So I bought it. And I was thinking I'd be able to turn it around, so I cleaned it up a bit and put a new battery on it, and it ran perfectly. Next thing I know, I'm surrounded by some crazy people, and on this train.
Yeah,
You can take me off of the train. You can find a way to get us off the train. Yes.
you can try.
Maybe. I would like to let you know they found your purchase of the $1 train to be an extremely poor taste.
Oh, the train society. Well, yes, I agree. It's a very macabre thing to have a train of a crashed train. But now I'm on the crashed train, and I just want to get off of it.
Yeah, it looks like when you spent that dollar for that crash train and my friend powered it up here, your $1 train causing $1,000 problems here, buddy.
I don't disagree with that statement.
Well, the only way I can think of that will have any explanation to find a way out of this train would be getting to the front and disabling the train somehow. I'm not sure now anymore.
Alexis comes up to you. I've got the plan. You've got to see my plan. I'm ready for the plan.
Sure.
You just gotta help me with the plan.
I don't
understand
understand this guy's
everything,
Jim. What's the plan, buddy? I'm in.
He runs excitedly to the back, the last carriage, the third and final carriage compartment in the back. Do you guys follow him?
I'm gonna look at the group. I'm gonna say, all of us should be very careful right now. Okay, just reinforcing that as I reload my handgun.
Why? I think this guy is very trustworthy. He seems to be,
What if
in
he's
the
a
know.
G-man?
We should just go with it.
What if he's a G-man as well, Boomer?
And
Gets off the train. I don't think that's a great idea.
and Fred and Moore, are you holding on to Brandon?
Well, I just was shutting the door. Brandon's
I was gonna follow old boy and see what he had to say.
Okay, Brandon.
Brandon's not letting the outside inside for right now. I'm fine. I'll follow the guys.
Okay. You get to the back of the car in the final compartment. There is a door right there, Brandon. And when he opens the door, when you look in this back, do you all look in the back compartment?
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait till Boomer looks first, and then I'm gonna hear his reaction. Then I'm gonna look into it.
All right. Those of you that look in see a huge design of a twisted figure eight pattern spread flat on the compartment floor, fashioned from human intestines and other offal. Everyone, go ahead and give me a sanity roll.
Red vomits.
I'm very
I mean,
thankful I
everything
waited for
seems to
Boom.
be on the up and. Oh my
check
God! What
first.
is that?
Oh
Just
yeah, I'm not
another-
checking that.
Day at the office.
Well, Brandon, you failed, unfortunately. So you lose 3 more sanity. You're not having a very good day on that sanity department. What's your total sanity, Brandon?
32 left.
32. What did you start the day with?
40 or 35. Because I haven't lost. We haven't lost any sanity points yet today.
No, but we're carrying over the sanity loss from last week.
I started
So you
with
lost
35.
5.
I started with 40 in the very beginning.
Okay, so you're down 5 from 4. So you started at 40 for the day, because the day it's still going from the last sessions into this session.
Then yes.
So you're down 7, 8. Down 8. Oh,
Sanity rolls. I'm sorry, Mary, I just did something.
no. I have bad news for you, buddy.
Is it gonna get me off this train?
No, it's not.
That's a fifth of his sanity gone, right?
It is a fifth of his sanity gone.
Oh boy.
Oof.
To make a sanity roll too, I briefly lost internet.
Yeah, if you look in the door, and you failed, you lose 3 sanity.
I'm not looking at it. After Boomer said, "Oh God, what's this?" I'm not looking.
All right. Double check these rules real fast. I'm sorry. Apologize.
Rules.
I know it sucks. Well, not Boomer. Brandon, you go from a temporary insanity to an indefinite insanity status after losing a fifth or more of your current sanity points in a single quote-unquote day. You're indefinitely insane.
Is it the same effect, or does he roll another one?
No, I'm double checking that. We're just gonna stick with the same effect. The effect will last until the investigator reaches a place of safety in which they can rest and recover their wits. So you have a full day of rest, basically.
Gods. Now he really wants out of this train.
You are super duper insane, and you absolutely want off of the train.
I think we should risk the milky whiteness. I think we should just jump.
I'm starting to feel that way
jump.
too.
But it's a really bad idea. Bad idea.
Listen, Brandon, tell me, are you alive right now?
Listen, I don't want to take any lip from you, man.
Just say yes or no. Are you alive?
I'm alive. Are you alive?
Yes. Do you want a certainty of being alive or a chance of being instantly dead? Or worse?
Listen, how do you know that you would instantly die? You never.
I said a chance of instantly
No one's
dying.
ever been out there before, man.
So at this point, it looks like Brandon is just like in a tizzy.
Yeah.
Okay, at this point, Fred will step up and be like, "All right, guys, we gotta take care of this little problem."
I think
it's
a wrench will solve it.
Well, yes and no. Fred pulls out his handcuffs.
Oh. I think a wrench is a better solution.
Well, you could use the wrench. I don't mind.
Steal my clothes and my gun, and now it's trying to steal my freedom. You all been turned. You're on the side of the train.
Hey, Boomer, you hear that? Man's afraid of cubs.
There are benches at the front compartment area if you wanted to use your handcuffs up there.
Yeah. I'm gonna handcuff him to a thing, to like a pole, to where he can't get out.
Okay.
No, you keep it here. This isn't right.
All right. I'm assuming all 4 of you gang up on the one, Fred. So.
Actually, no. Yeah. I would like to abstain from this course of action. I don't believe any of you have the sovereign right to hold a man against his will.
Oh, damn it.
So do you want him to jump off the freaking train into space? Is that what you're saying?
I believe in the freedom of choice. If the man wants to jump off the train, he should be allowed to jump off of the train.
He is going insane, Boomer.
All right, Brandon, give me 3 dodge rolls. And
God. If it passes all, I'm gonna laugh so hard.
Okay.
Okay.
They successfully handcuff you to a pole near like there's the 3 compartments, and then there's the open space in front. There's a bench right at the back there, by the first compartment, and you are basically handcuffed to that bench.
Wait. Okay, so he said that his clothes were stolen. Is he just buck naked?
No, he's wearing clothes from the 1890s garb.
Oh, that's right. Okay, all right.
No, he's not naked.
That's such a...
No,
okay.
Was.
And his weapon, you can pat him down, Fred, and you notice that his weapons are not there.
Okay,
so.
All right, sweet.
Okay, so he is handcuffed there. You guys see the sickness in the room. Fred, Brandon, unfortunately, you're just a little manic at this point. Going back to the last compartment, as you leave your friend handcuffed to the bench, as one is wont to do, Alexis explains, I've got the pattern right, the figure 8, but it's not working right. Like I thought it was working right, but it's not working right.
Explain in more detail and
Well, it's
slower speed.
It's the figure 8 pattern you use to open portals. I have it here. It should be working. This should work. It should just. He takes a human heart that he's using as a train car, and he's pushing it along the track, the intestines, and it's not making any kind of change. It's not. The spell isn't activating. It's not working.
What
You
if
said a
it says
spell?
where
Let
you're
me
doing
see
it?
what you got going on here.
Because there was some runes on the bottom of that train that we found.
Mhm.
Do you think we need some sort of drawings on the makeshift train?
Oh,
And what if the place where you're doing the spell is the problem?
I don't know. If somebody wants to try and figure it out, well, you're all trying to figure this out. Mechanical repair or a science or natural world.
Mechanical repair or natural world? Okay,
Yes.
I'm really good at those.
that tracks.
Mechanical repair roll for you, sir.
David about to repair some hearts right there.
What do you have to roll to try to escape handcuffs?
Sure. It would be a strength roll, and you're gonna have a penalty to it.
He
Oh god,
passed?
no way.
You're able
no
to-
way.
You're able to bend the chain a little bit. You're still handcuffed to it, but you have one success. You're gonna,
Oh, his-
you're gonna take a few more successes.
His
to,
wrist
uh,
gonna be bleeding real soon.
His insanity gives him strength.
His insanity gives him strength. Actually, should be giving you bonuses to that, not penalties, but we'll get to that later. Okay. After you have one success on that, let me get back to mechanical repair. David, you remember from the train set you had set up, the train track was 3-dimensional in configuration, had ramps and elevations, but the set built on the floor here doesn't have the similar elevations to it.
Okay, I will explain that to everybody. We've got a problem here.
Oh, you figured it out! Oh, I can't believe I forgot that! Oh, that's amazing! He's really excited. He runs back to the first compartment, grabs like a bunch of bones and some organs and other stuff, and he starts sliding it under the circuit to make it look like it would work.
Now I'm gonna do a silly check because I'm seeing you do that.
You can do a psychology check if you want.
Okay, I'm fine.
What?
No, I'm not saying a psychology check.
Oh no, I mean because like I hadn't looked in there yet to the
Oh,
art.
okay, yeah. You see him with the organs run by you, and he is very sane. You can psychology check him if you'd like.
I would try.
I'm pretty sure you already know. Oh, this guy seems very, very sensible, reasonable person.
That's what I've been saying. He's on the level. We should just go along with everything he says.
No, I kind of see your point now, Boomer. You got a good point there.
Of course, I have a good point.
Anyone else care to try a psychology roll?
Yeah, I'll take a crack at it. Oh, almost. You know what? I'll use 4 luck
It's
points.
crazy.
I'll do that.
I just don't know how.
I'll do 4 luck points.
The madness is spreading.
We're
You have a success on that. Also, make sure you're marking your successes on your character sheet for later.
I would if I had any today.
Roll better.
I
You have
actually
an occult.
as well.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
cool.
I had an occult. Ooh.
Also have a handgun.
Your success with that roll indicates that Alexis is insane and extremely dangerous. Extremely dangerous. And you have a feeling that had you guys not arrived, he would have slaughtered and devoured Stanley.
I mean, that's his prerogative, though. He should be allowed to slaughter and.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so it looks like he's got the elevations right and everything is good to go. But someone needs to push the heart around the pattern.
Toot toot! I volunteer.
You volunteer.
I'm keeping my eye on Alexis at upmost, even though he seems very sane.
Does he look hungry?
He was moving organs around.
Excellent. All right. So you push it around the circuit about 10 times or so, and you hear breaking glass coming from the front of the compartment.
Oh no.
Yes, indeed. These other passengers aren't very happy with you trying to cast this spell, and they're breaking in. They are able to. They've destroyed the markings that are on the outside of the door and are entering the carriage.
Oh
Time to
no.
start shooting.
So, what would you like to do, Carl? Fred, you're in the compartment, moving the heart around. So that's going to be all that you're able to do, unfortunately. Boomer, Moore, and Carl, you have your weapons. What would you like to do?
I take out my gun.
And I started blasting.
Yeah. I only have 2 bullets left in the chamber, so I guess we're gonna use one of them right now.
Sure.
Pow. Oh. Wait, bonus because first shot, right?
Nope. Bonus is only if you're point blank.
Shit.
You need a bonus.
So
You're
I
not more than
missed,
15 yards away, but you definitely missed.
but
Do you
I
wanna
can
empty-
do a second shot.
You
'Cause it's
can. It will have a penalty die.
Son of a. All right, sure. I'm not the most rational. What is? Oh, penalty.
I mean,
Hey.
hey.
Yes, you hit one. It does 3 damage. It's got a bullet lodged in its shoulder. It's kind of pushed back a little bit, but still coming at you.
I am going to. God, Brendan, why are you going insane? I can't even give you a gun without feeling bad for it. I'm just gonna try to shoot the guy.
Here you go, buddy. Shoot them.
He'll probably
She
shoot the
just
handcuff
unloads the
off
whole
and
clip
run away.
into the floor of the
Give me a
train.
rifle, I'll take care of this train.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot the guys coming in, the people coming in.
Do you want to shoot the one that Boomer just shot?
Yes,
Okay, first shot.
sounds
miss.
about right. Sounds about right.
So you shoot, and I don't know. It's something about the smell of the organs that are decayed in the air, as well as your friend here going insane trying to pull this handcuff off. That's distracting you, Mr. Moore. What would you like to do?
Mr. Moore will tell Fred, "Hey, I can handle that bit if you want to shoot the pointy end at him."
Yeah, absolutely.
And
Okay.
we'll trade off.
Okay, so you keep pushing it around. Movement keeps going.
Fred will jump to the front of the group heroically and start blasting.
All right.
At this point, he'll take out his shotgun. It's not very, I don't know.
You
He's
have
worse
your,
with it than his.
you had the shotgun that
Where do you
that,
store all these
you can
things?
hide in your coat.
Yeah. Yeah, I have 2 guns. Like, I got 2 holsters, and then, like, behind me, I have the pump action shotgun.
Right. Yeah, that's right. We just discussed that. Okay.
Yeah.
Now that's
Yeah.
what I call a well-regulated militia.
Oof.
Yeah.
How are we rolling so poorly? Wow.
That would have been a hard shot anyway, but for the first one, you're 20 yards away, so it's hard.
Yeah.
You can do it again.
Okay, can I get closer and do it again?
No, you're fully extended. You're at where the compartments
Okay.
start ends and the.
Sweet. 17 damage for whoever.
That is a hard success. And success, you shooting at the same one that Carl shot at.
Yeah.
Boomer.
Yeah, why not?
All right, that one goes down.
That's how
There's
you do it,
still-
fellas.
There's still 5 kind of making their way towards you. They close distance, and they're not able to get close enough to start hugging you guys yet. They're about 10 feet. They use all of their movement and everything they can to get as close. But they're old, you know. When you get older, you can't move as fast, and so they're just creeping slowly towards you. And that's their turn. Brandon, do you want to use another strength check to try and break your handcuffs?
I want to get out of this thing.
Okay. With penalty, or no? Yeah. Okay. You have another success. You can see the chain starting to break ever so slightly on these handcuffs that are tying you to this bench. Okay. Okay. Good. All right. We're going to Mr. Moore. You're pushing the train around the tracks. Give me a sanity roll because you are pushing a human heart along intestines. So just lose one sanity for
Nothing to see
that
here.
horrible thing that you're doing. As you complete 2 more revolutions on this track, the intestinal track starts to shimmer, much like the track that Brandon had on, and it seems like you suddenly just jerk, and something is different. Something is significantly different. Give me a spot hidden check, David. Mr. Moore.
Yes, sir.
No.
No, sir.
No, you can't figure it out, but something is definitely different. In fact, Brandon, go ahead and give me a spot hidden check with a bonus.
There we go.
Okay, success for Brandon. You're looking out the window, and that bluish gray hue disappears completely, and you instead see grass and sunlight coming through. You're definitely not in that other space. You're definitely back on Earth at this point. The zombies in front of the passengers in front of you all seem to just kind of malaise and kind of collapse to the sides.
He's still on a train.
You're still on a train, but yeah, they just kind of. Looks like the motion in these passengers kind of just fall to the ground. I need listen rolls from everyone.
Oh boy.
Listen. I'm real good at listening to people.
Hey,
Brandon.
listen.
Wow, we really cannot roll low today.
Oh my goodness.
Brandon, I'm gonna give you a bonus on it because you really went off this train. You succeed. Brandon, you hear it. Everyone else does not. You hear desperate whistle blasts from up ahead, and as you look out the window, just you look out the window, you see this tunnel up ahead. But in the tunnel, it looks like there's this glowing dot. It appears to be coming at you, or at the train you're on. It's about 500 meters away.
Guys,
And you're
did the train
handcuffed.
crash?
And you're handcuffed to the seat there, Brandon.
I'm just gonna start crying. I'm just gonna like scream and hang on to the seat.
Okay, what are you gonna scream?
About to lose a hand. That's what about to happen.
Like, I hate trains.
Okay.
Oh God, Brendan about to lose a hand.
So Brandon says he hates trains and he's handcuffed to the train. But that's all he says, and you guys have no idea that what I just mentioned.
If I'm capable, I can be like, we're gonna crash.
Okay, we're gonna crash. That's enough to alert you guys to look out the window where you see about 400 meters ahead another train coming directly at the train you're on, screeching its brakes. But you can tell a impact will happen. Very quick.
I scream, stop the spell!
Oh no, the spell is gone.
Fred will run over and
Not stop the spell. We need to complete it quickly.
Complete it, we die.
Randolph and Henry Stanley both go to the door in the back and just chuck themselves out of it.
yeah, Fred will run over and undo the handcuffs.
Okay.
Are we? Sorry.
Wait, are we gonna
Are
bail?
we like? Yeah, are we slow enough to jump out of the train while dying?
We're on Earth again, I guess. We'll be fine.
Yay!
Mr. Moore, I guess, is going to bail out.
More
Yes.
bails out. Boomer bails out. Carl, do you bail out?
Yeah.
you
Alexis,
three
jump already or no?
What? I'll
Did
go through that in
Alexis
a
jump?
second. I gotta go through Brandon and Fred here. Brandon and Fred. Brandon, you're still handcuffed there. Fred, I need you to give me a dexterity roll because this is panic mode.
Okay.
Yeah,
Ooh.
I would actually not like to jump. There's one thing I like to do. If Fred doesn't get to open it like in 6 seconds, I actually try to shoot the chain off.
No, cool Fred is able to just easily flip the key in because he's used to dealing with people who are jerking handcuffs all over the place. He easily slips the key in there, pops the handcuffs, and Brandon is now free, as is Fred and all of them, to run out the back. Although you will need to exit very quickly. You can see that the other train is going to hit, I don't know, maybe 5 seconds from now.
Oh yeah, we're jumping.
Yeah, Fred will make sure both of his friends jump off
Okay.
before he does.
All right.
Yeah.
So Fred is the last one to jump. Give me a luck roll, Fred.
Oh, I'm glad it's
Uh-oh.
not me because I got
Oh.
0 points of luck.
You decided to wait until your other friends jumped off, and let's give me a high or low.
Low.
Mere seconds before the impact, you're able to jettison yourself from the train. Everyone that jumped off, of course, give me dexterity rolls, as you see how about landing from this train that's going pretty quickly.
That seems about
Oh
right.
my gosh.
It's par for the course for today.
Yes! One pass! That's one girl!
Fred, you're doing it. You're doing it with a penalty die.
Okay, that's fine. Oof.
Doesn't matter. You fail.
Okay.
So those of you that fail, take 8 damage.
Isn't that a wound?
Actually, sorry, 1 second. I put the wrong number. I apologize. That's the wrong number. It's just, 1 damage.
Womp womp.
And, yeah, you fail and save 1 damage. You know what? We'll split the difference. You take 4 damage. That makes more sense. You fail. You don't necessarily hit the ground right. You twist an ankle. For those of you that hit the ground are in pain.
Oh, my perineum.
Mere seconds later, those of you who jumped off earlier, you're way up the track now. The one that's closest to the track is Fred. The 2 trains slam into each other, and the bigger train is pushing the smaller train that you just jumped out of back towards you. So this is really only going to impact Brandon and I think Carl.
Yeah, Carl and Fred.
Carl and Fred, you're the closest ones. Mostly Fred. You're gonna need to get up and run because you're on your. Carl, you landed on your feet. You're in good shape, so you should be able to run away without issue. But
Fred broke his little ankle.
both of you go ahead and.
Yeah, Brandon's gonna try to pull away from the track and start crawling away.
Since both me and Brandon jump at the same time, can I be able to help him up so he can get out of quicker? I imagine Fred is way behind me now.
Brandon jumped before you, and he's already up and running. This is only going to affect you and Fred.
Okay. Fred's just gonna be like, get out of here, man.
I'm gonna try to help.
Fred, you're at disadvantage because you're prone from falling off and failing your first dex roll.
What roll?
Another dexterity.
I don't even know if I want to roll, man.
With a penalty die, Fred.
Oh no!
Time to die.
Goodness.
Fred, you got 12 luck, bud.
Carl, because you did succeed on the dex roll off the train, you landed on your feet. You do get that with a bonus. So Carl does.
Oh no!
But you don't have any luck, do you?
I don't have 0 luck left because we spent 29.
Can you give luck away?
No, you cannot.
Womp.
All right, so the 2 trains hit. One train that is a bigger, stauncher train is pushing the train you guys were in back towards you. The train tracks are just getting flung everywhere, and then there's a sudden explosion that the shockwave of which hits both Carl and Fred.
Wait, Fred, do you not have luck enough to pass for 12 points?
Do I?
It's 11 points to pass, Fred.
11. I hope you should.
Yeah, I do. I suppose I can use them.
You two take an additional 5 damage. Well, Carl, you take 5, and if you succeed, you'll take half, so you take 2. Fred.
Okay. Yeah, I'll use them.
Good. So that's that. You are able to escape from the train. You are now back on Earth, though most of you are in a bad way. Brandon is running, I think, away perpendicular to the train tracks. Is that the best way to put it, Brandon?
Yeah, as far as much distance away from trains as I can get.
Gotcha.
I don't know if it's
Okay.
a theme, but apparently in the sessions that I'm, from what I've seen, Brendan always runs away from the team.
Okay, you're back on Earth. The scene. Okay, after all is said and done, the it seems like the people that survive are the 5 of you from your group. Randolph, Alexis, and Mr. Stanley all survive. The collision scene. There's a lot of obviously the police will be coming into the area to try and determine what happened. You can stay and answer questions if you really want to, though they will be a lot of questions you won't be able to answer because you are, just came from a phantom train. If you want, you can try and make your way over to Northampton. You're about 60 miles north of London. And Northampton is the closest town. It's about a mile to your south. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna go and see who we can find, like, of our team.
Up where?
Like, make sure I can at least find Carl and Fred and Boomer.
Yeah, you guys all gather up. You can see Brandon probably panting in the middle of the field,
Okay.
about half a mile away.
And I like yell out like, is it still following us?
Yeah, it's right behind you, bud. Keep running.
Wow. Wow.
Wow, that's not nice.
I am just going to look at everyone and says, I am pretty sure we all agreed that answering questions about how we went to the void to the police is either going to get us in a mental facility. So
Oh yeah, I see. G-Man wants us to put a lid on the supernatural encounter that we just had. The one that was
Boomer, I
surely
don't care
perpetrated
if you
by
post
you
your
and your
book
government.
afterwards.
No.
You can
I will
post your
not be
book
silenced,
afterwards.
okay? The people have a right to know, and I will definitely be putting this in my next book.
You may.
Definitely, Boomer, put it in your book, but don't tell the police. I mean, right now, that train, I'm estimating, I don't know how many dead people that they could pin on us. Bad move.
I'm gonna put a hand on Boomer's shoulder. I'm gonna say, listen,
Get your hand
if you're caught now before you write your book, what can guarantee that the G-Man won't get to you before you publish it? Which means all
He's
you have
threatening
is
me.
gonna go quiet.
He's threatening me. You are all witnesses to the commission of a crime.
Exactly, etc., etc. Now let's get out of here before you are caught by the G-Men that they're gonna be asked about.
Fred will pipe up and he'll be like, this is my duty. This is my line of duty. Y'all go ahead. I can show them my badge and stuff, and I'll explain the best of my ability that it was just a bad track.
You're not law enforcement in London.
Well,
This is more like an engineering issue, and none of us are engineers.
Yeah, I saw Fred, and I don't think it's gonna be very good with everything that has been happening recently. The police is certainly on edge. We should definitely get out of here before we're sent to somewhere we cannot proceed our investigation.
Yeah, if they see our buddy there, they're definitely gonna lock somebody up. And even if he is a little toys in the attic, we should probably get him home.
Besides, I just want to remind everyone that on the exact same train that just collapsed, there was a cart full of bodies and organs, and a train track with hearts.
Hey, only you seem to be worried about it, though, there, guy. right? I didn't commit any crimes. I'm innocent. I have no problem with reporting what transpired to everybody involved. Only you, the government, wants to put it under wraps. I see you, okay? I see you.
All right, what are you guys gonna do? Are you gonna flee the scene, or are you going to stick?
Well, obviously, we're not going to stay here.
Yeah.
I'm leaving.
Do I see any hint of my old clothes or anything?
You're dressed as you were before you left. You have your weapons and everything.
Whoa. Well, at least I have my emotional support shotgun.
Boys, are these firearms legal here?
No.
The what?
These firearms, they're not legal here, right?
Oh no.
Oh, we should definitely put as much space between us and here. As
You're all well aware that the firearms you are carrying are very much against the law for foreigners to have.
Oof. Okay.
We should get out of here.
Typical Americans.
Are we still covered in
Could have
blood
just
and
leave their
stuff?
guns in the hotel.
Because we were playing with hearts and intestines, and then we were blowing off brains of passengers. So
Exactly. That's why I'm already gone. I'm not gone.
Potentially, you could have chunks of things on you. Yeah, it's very, very much a possibility. All right, so you guys trek to the nearby inn in Northampton, where you can stay for a couple days while they clear the line, and there's a way to get back to London proper on an ordinary train. In staying in that inn, all of you gain back 1d6 sanity. So if you guys want to, I'll roll that for you if you'd like.
Regain a d6.
How many ever
Okay, yeah.
lost somebody so good?
So you guys gain back 3 sanity and 5 luck points
Thank the gods.
as you've completed one part within the book, within book 2.
Woo!
But you're now, Brandon. I've got some bad news and some good news for you. Which would you like first?
Lay it on me.
All right. The good news is you're no longer afraid of train travel. However, when you're on a train, if anything untoward happens while you're on the train, anything that doesn't coincide with normal train travel, you're gonna have a sanity roll at that point to see whether you have an all-out panic attack or you're able to keep your wits. So if you want to put that in your backstory section under injuries and scars, or no, probably phobias and manias, so that we can keep track of that for later. Cool.
I put that under stressful situations.
Under stressful situations on trains, sanity roll required. On a failure, panic attack. At which point you'll have disadvantage. You'll have penalty to whatever you do while in that state. We'll figure out how long that lasts when that happens next. But normal train travel, you're still weary of it, but it doesn't upset you like being on a train just did. But you're able to spend a few days there. Your indefinite insanity does go away because you're able to not. Perfect.
All right, and there it is, everybody. Thank you all for coming and hanging out. Appreciate you being here. If you enjoyed the stream, make sure you hit that follow button. If you didn't know, you can catch all of our past broadcasts on YouTube. So follow us there at youtube.com/DaddyWarbucks. And I will hopefully see you tomorrow for Monster of the Week. That should be a pretty good time. All right, goodbye, everybody.